Hey guys, the next book that we are going to be reading is called Spencer's New Pet, and it is by Jessie Sima. Spencer's New Pet. Part 1, The Pet. What do you notice about the pet? And here comes the little boy walking his pet. Oh, and looks like he's taken such good care of his pet. He's feeding him, and he's playing with him, and giving him a bone, and giving him a bath, and drying him off, reading him a story, and they're going to sleep. So he's taken really good care of his pet. And then they go to the vet, and he walks in, and do you see their faces? They're like, that's a weird pet. And he's at the vet, and look, the porcupine almost jabs him. So he decides, I better get out of here. Part 2, the park. So he's walking into the park. He's playing with the other dogs. They're playing frisbee. That dog's about to get him. So he decides, I better leave. It's not very safe in there. So they leave the park. And all of a sudden, the string gets away. And his dog is floating away. And he's floating all through the park. And the little boy's trying to chase him. Part 3, the party. Oh, so he's going through the park, and someone is having a birthday party at the park. And he's still trying to catch his pet dog. And the dog is still floating over the table. And look, do you see all these other balloon animals? They're having balloon animals at their party. And so he's still trying to catch him. Here goes the dog. And he's getting closer. You think he's going to catch his dog? Oh, he caught him. But look what's happening. Do you see what this little girl's doing? They're playing pin the tail on the donkey. And so she's trying to get this little tail onto the picture. And the pin is getting so close. And then look, it's about to pop the balloon. Pop. Let's see what happens. What are you noticing on this page? It's interesting. So look, here comes the balloon guy that's making balloons, and he starts making white and black striped balloons. So the dog didn't pop. The little boy actually popped. And look, he's putting him back together. And once he puts the glasses on, he's back to normal. That was pretty crazy, wasn't it? The end. This is an interesting book, isn't it? And one of the reasons that I wanted to share this book with you that I thought was pretty cool is that this book did not have any words. Did you guys notice that? So when I was reading this book, I had to just make up the story using the pictures. And so what I want you to try to do is to think about how you can create a comic strip. And so on your comic strip, and let me show you an example of how you can write it on your paper. You can make squares on your paper like this. And I want you to try to come up with your own story and make it only in pictures, just like this book. So I want you to think about, instead of putting it in words, how can you make a story just with pictures? And so this first box could be what happens first in your story, and then what happens next, and then you keep adding on to your story in each box. And can you make an interesting story like this one that we just read? So I'm interested to see what stories you create for your comic strip. All right, thank you for listening.